Grand Rising, Day Cosmic family, how y'all doing? It's another beautiful day today. It's Monday, the day of the moon. So we watching our emotions today, or at least I'm watching my emotions today. I try to, I peep stuff like that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You got all these days of the week that's ruled by planets and stuff like that. You actually have to be aware of which days are ruled by which planets, so you don't fall under, a certain frequency that you don't want to, or you do something and you're not really aware of the frequencies and stuff that's out in the cosmos at this moment. I'm just waking up, just getting from the cosmos, just coming from the cosmos, just looking out the window, looking at nature, looking at that pure, authentic light. Sometimes you can't wake up and just look at your phone. Sometimes you gotta wake up and actually look at the beauty of nature. Sometimes you have to wake up and actually look at what you have. It's so usual for people to wake up nowadays and hop on Facebook and look at a life that's not even theirs, or look at a false projection of what they want their life to be, which is on social media. People have different, not personas, but people do have different personalities. Like, you will have one personality that's strictly social media, where people may know you as, very like ambitious or very like introvert, and then but in real life, you probably like what, extrovert, and you probably not so as ambitious or something like that. Like, I don't know, but I just been trying to wake up and look at things that I enjoy, look at things that I appreciate. I'm smoking some of that ganja, this AM. Gots to do that. It's already rolled up, I guess. Messed the wrap up a little bit. Digital currency is basically already here, y'all. It's basically already here. I done told y'all in the last video that China, Saudi Arabia, South Africa had already, made this new currency, and then you got news sources and shit saying, the dollar is, about to fall. And so I'm just telling y'all just to prepare for it. Don't make too many plans on, well, actually, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, just because of, what I am doing. I'm just gonna say, be aware, be cautious. I'm not saying go get your bread. I'm not saying go get your money, but it's like, be cautious. That the money system is failing, that everything about to become digital, and that, that we can't really prevent a lot of this shit from happening, but we can prepare for it. We can prepare for it as far as like, I don't know, like buying everything that you need with the dollar right now. Like, if you got money and shit saved up in your accounts and shit, you might want to, move that money somewhere else, or you might want to, do something else, because like they're not about to use the dollar no more. Like, the dollar is about to just completely just go under, and they about to use this new digital system called FedNow. It's called FedNow. I was just watching it yesterday. It's called FedNow, and whatever like that. They're supposed to be basically pushing this new digital currency. You're supposed to be getting your your payroll through this, that you get from your jobs. You're supposed to be getting everything's supposed to go through FedNow, so look into that if y'all can. I watched iRobot yesterday. I ain't never watched that movie, but it's so strange that even in iRobot, they didn't say that the robots were bad. They were just saying, the motherboard took over. They was just saying that the motherboard took over and whatever like that. Like, at the end of the movie and shit, they still had like robots and everything like that, you know, running the world and shit like that. But it's almost like in the movie they was basically just still trying to say like, oh, it's not the robots' problem, it's just the fact that, you know, you had this one corrupt motherboard that kind of made these other robots corrupt and shit like that. But it wasn't, I wasn't expecting for them to actually be like, oh, you know, robots are some way still good. It's just, you know, this robot fucked everything up and shit like that. And they end up having Will Smith made out of a robot and whatever like that. And it's almost like, you know, like he wasn't made out of a robot, but he had a robot arm and shit like that. So, you know, he had all these, you know, robotic features and whatever like that. But it's still like, I was looking for a message almost like robots cannot replace humanity on some shit like that, or robots cannot place, you know, gods and, you know, the goddesses and shit like that. Because it was even a part in the movie where he said that robots I'm sorry, he said robots cannot, like, robots cannot have dreams and whatever like that. He said human beings have dreams, and he said even dogs have dreams. But you know, with etymology, you know, when you spell dog backwards is actually God. So he was saying that God or gods and human beings have dreams or shit like that. So it's still in the movie, he was still referring to, you know, the species, or he was still referring to the race of gods, and then he was still referring to the race of human beings, or some shit like that. But that was probably like the only part in the movie where he actually said something as far as like, you know, they can't, you know, really be what human beings can be and shit. But they start making this robot be able to feel and have a soul. And, I mean, it was just kind of fucking me up. So, you know, even with the movie, it still wasn't saying that it was wrong. They still gonna push this shit. So everything, you know, everything coming into fruition, shit. And I just say, shit, just prepare for it, you know. So if anything, what I would say do, you know, which everyone I feel like need to do, I feel like we should go, or y'all should go, you know, get y'all weapons and shit up if y'all don't have them already. You know, y'all should at least go buy, you know, something to defend y'allself with, because when they start kicking off this alien invasion and shit like that, when they start, you know, releasing, you know, these, you know, underground extraterrestrials to come up on the surface and, you know, fuck humanity up, you know, y'all need to have y'all weapons and shit like that. Y'all need to be able to at least defend yourselves, because they want us defenseless and shit like that. They want us defenseless. Shit, if you black or Latino, they'll be real quick to hit you with a felony and shit like that, just so you won't be able to buy you a firearm or something like that. Which I'm glad, you know, that I don't have no felonies and nothing like that. I can still go purchase a, you know, an AR. I can still go purchase a handgun or some shit like that. I mean, I did it before, you know, but I'm just saying, like, shit, you know, shit, you need to, you know, shit, do that shit by 2030, shit, by really 2025, the world is gonna go into complete shit. So, you know, guys still dependent on this system that we live in, as far as the education system, the work system, shit, goddamn me, everything. Like, it's gonna get cut short. Like, it's just it. They just gonna get cut short. So it's like, you know, shit, prepare or whatever like that, you know, shit that's going on. Shit, ain't no telling what type of chips and shit they gonna try to put in you, just so you can, you know, you know, have digital currency and shit like that. You know, already with digital currency, they can track, you know, how you spend your money, where you spend your money, just like in China. Like, people say that this is a democracy, but this democracy that we live in is turning very much communist on some shit like that. Like, I mean, I watch the news and shit like that. Like, sometimes in order to see, it's like this, like the new world order, right? So we live here in the democracy, right? And we think that, you know, we got the freedom of speech, and we say, oh yeah, we got this and we got that and whatever like that. I mean, personally, it would be no coincidence where it would be so much more freer here than any other countries, because this is really Atlantis right here. This is our, I mean, really, black people and are indigenous everywhere, but it's particularly North America, which is Atlantis, America, right? So it's really America that's really Atlantis. I mean, it would be no coincidence why, the U.S. would be the most powerful, or the most, I don't know, like most powerful, most, like, I mean, I don't know. I always say that the U.S. is better, simply because what you can do here, like you can't go to China and do that shit. You can't go to Britain and do some of the shit that we do here in the U.S. That's because we are indigenous here, on some shit like that. Like, think about, we fought for this land here, on some shit like that, and we still fighting for this land. In UK and shit, I mean, yeah, you got motherfuckers fighting for the land over there, but they got it so locked down over there, and they got so many cameras and shit, like, they ain't pushing that shit here as much. Like, shit, if you see a motherfucker, if you see them start putting cameras and shit up on telephone poles, people gonna start freaking out. But this is something frequent that they do in places like China and Britain and whatever like that. They do in places frequently here. So basically, I'm just saying that to just say that you have to watch how a country forms and how a country you have to watch how a country forms and you have to watch how a country falls, on some shit like that. If they do say that this is a what we call a democracy and whatever like that, and we have to analyze and actually see how the system and shit start changing over time, so we can get a better evaluation on what world order is actually getting took in that place here, on shit like that, because we pushing more towards China. We pushing more towards Russia and North Korea. We pushing more towards those ways of living, and that's most definitely going to be a new world here for people who live in America, aka Atlantis. That's most definitely going to be a new world for y'all. So it's like, you in a way do have to, you do have to, be aware of, I don't know. You have to be aware of shit that's going on. Like I said in the last video, they got black people distracted off of BMF. They got us distracted off of, off of Atlanta and off of all these shows and shit that's giving you a false sense of power. They ain't telling us shit that's going on in the cosmos. They ain't telling us shit about no motherboard coming. They ain't telling us shit about no new world order. They ain't telling us shit about that. They got us living in these TV shows thinking that we can become the fucking next big Meech, or we can become the next little Meech, on some shit like that. No, this to them or whatever like that, but it just don't make sense. Shit, they finna start controlling shit at a maximum rate, on some shit like that. They finna start controlling they already controlling your speech. They about to start controlling shit, I don't know, what you can buy and sell. They finna start controlling, goddamn me, what you can watch. They are controlling that, but you get it, alright? They about to start controlling shit, so it's like, motherfuckers gotta wake up and gotta tap into their chakras and shit like that. Motherfuckers gotta tap into their self on some shit like that, Shit, they can never take me away on some shit like that from my authentic self. Like, it's fuck all the system. It's fuck the system, it's fuck the media. Goddamn me, it's fuck the internet and everything. Like, I'll be out here like fucking, goddamn me, before you see me with a chip in my motherfucking arm paying digital for any and everything, I'm gonna be out here like a fucking vigilante on some shit like that. Shit, I'm gonna be out here like, nigga, real deal, nigga, I'm gonna be looking real indigenous out here, like, for real. Nigga, no shoes, no socks, nigga, none of that shit, for real. I'm gonna be really just out here just like, nigga, like, I'm just a sovereign being on some shit, and if they want to kill me or stop me for doing that shit, then hey, shit, they don't have to do that, because I'm not, switching to their ways. A lot of people gonna switch to their ways and shit like that, because motherfuckers gonna be scared. And it's like, nah, you can't be scared. But shit, this is just a little video. I mean, shit, I used to be having to just talk and shit to tell people something, Shit, I don't be giving a fuck about I don't be giving a I don't try not to give a fuck about this money shit. Like, I ain't even got my channel monetized. Like, not saying that I would be making any real money off of this, but it's not my goal to make money. Because I've been in a lot of positions to where when you start looking for money, then you start looking for when you look for money, when you ask for money, you're asking for the problems of money as well. On some shit like that. When you ask for $1 million, you asking for the problem there would be to have $1 million. Whether it's, fake relationships, whether it's, taxes, anything, right? There's gonna always be problems that come with this motherfucking money, some shit like that. So, lately I just been doing shit just authentically, just, without money, without the need of money, without the, the need of, without the need of an exchange. Like, I just been just giving myself just wholly and just freely and whatever like that. I'm not charging, they want to put a price on everything. I'm not on here selling anything, not saying because I don't have anything to sell. It's just simply just because, shit, that's just not how we used to do shit. We didn't used to do things like that. We didn't used to sell everything and have to accept a currency for everything. Like, money is so low vibrational. Like, think about it. This is just some water right here. Now imagine if a person needed this, right? But I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna cost you like $2 for it. What kind of low vibrational shit is that? Water is vast. Water is everywhere. Water is free, but I'm selling it to you. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And goddamn me, like, that's just so stupid. It's just so stupid. It's just ridiculous. Like, I don't understand why anything has a price on it. Like, people don't see the problem with shit having a price on it sometimes. Like, that shit is ridiculous. Like, they really need to change this shit. Like, for real. But we need to change this shit. So they gonna put a price on your life. They gonna put a price on air in a minute. Right? Shit, everything costs out here. Motherfuckers suffering just because of currency. Just because of money. Like, people don't suffer because of their decisions. People suffer because of money. Think about it. Shit, don't get me wrong. We make bad decisions. They can cost us our lives. But think about it in the first place. It's all because of money. It's all because of money. Like, bro, fuck money, bro. Fuck money. I want to find a group of people that don't give no fuck about money and that will just willingly, freely exchange with everybody. Like, what if, 100 motherfuckers came together, right? And everyone brought what they had. And everyone just exchanged it and just shared it with each other. Do you know how much of things we would actually have? I'm just saying, I'm not saying it ain't no leader in this group or nothing like that. It's just a group of people that just understand, or that understand that, we are each other. We are, reflections of each other. We are a vibration, teaching vibration. That's really all we are. We vibration, teaching with vibration. We all are vibrating at a different level. Every last single one of us are vibrating at a different level, right? What I do to you, well, what I do to you, I do to myself as well. Shit, that's why karma even exists, right? So it's like, really just think about that. Really just think about it. Like, shit, we gotta be the ones to change this system that we live in. We have to be the ones to do that. We gotta stop living in fear. We be so stuck in our roof chakra sometimes we don't even know it. But shit, this was a little video. Shit, this is, I see my hair growing out and shit, I've been growing my antennas out. But yeah, man, it's just, Y'all be good. Free Rashad Jamal, man, till he free. Shit, I hope that he get out of jail and whatever like that before a lot of this, you know, before a lot of this shit start kicking off. You know, I hope that he, you know, able, I mean, everybody that's locked up and incarcerated, I hope that they get out and that they can help us fight in this war, right? They can help us fight in this war. Anybody that's locked up, on some shit, free them. But shit, y'all be safe out here.